Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to engage the intellectual faculties of my grey matter as we delve into the recent imbroglio involving comedians Aries Spears and Katt Williams.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Aries Spears here. A lot of people have been asking me on the Instagram about my thoughts on the Katt Williams situation, and he did mention me, which was a head scratcher because I don't know what I did to him. I was going to save this for my podcast, but I might as well kind of get into it now. And basically, I'm going to repeat the same thing on my podcast. And, again, people ask me what I thought about it. And I'm going to say this, I think it's sad. It saddens me to know that my people, the people I love, black people, as well as everybody else, but my people come first, black people, we love drama. We love drama. We stew in it. We love it so much that we allow it to be detrimental to the progress of us and a culture. We absolutely love it. Because I'm asking myself, why did he do something that was both unnecessary and absolutely pointless? And in reading the comments, I could tell we love drama by the she say, protect Katt at all costs. We got to protect Katt. He the GOAT. He the GOAT. And I want to address both those things. All right. Number one, the GOAT thing is a useless title. Every comedian, every entertainer, every performer is the GOAT to their fan base. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer are the GOATs to their fan base. Wanda Sykes, everybody he called out, Ricky Smiley, Kevin Hart, Chris Tucker, they're all GOATs to their fan base. I get called a GOAT and a legend all the time. If you think I'm tooting my own horn, look at my comedy clips. Go through the comments. Aries, you a GOAT. You a legend. While that's flattering, it's a useless title. There can only be one GOAT, and his name was Richard Fire. I remember one of my favorite things to watch was the 30 for 30 with Shaq on ESPN when he was playing for the Orlando Magic. And in his younger days, he goes, when people would ask me whose team is it, when you're in your 20s, you care about like that. I had to let people know it was my team. But as I got older, I realized that's a useless title because the ultimate goal was to win a championship. So as far as y'all saying who the GOAT is, Katt is your GOAT. I understand that. But that's a useless title. Then you say things like, we got to protect Katt at all costs. Protect him at all costs. Did he cure cancer? Did he cure AIDS? Did he end racism? Did he figure out black poverty? Turn the volume down. Protect Katt at all costs. Knock it off. Keep it in perspective. This is a news cycle. That's all this is. It's a news cycle. This ain't curing cancer. This ain't nothing to protect nobody about. Oh, he shook up Hollywood. He exposed Hollywood. Ooh, he told the truth. Again, to me, this is pointless. What did he do? What did he change? He didn't change anything. Steve Harvey is still going to be Steve Harvey. The success, the fame, the money, the momentum, the adulation, the respect, the adoration from the fans is still going to all be there. Same thing with Cedric. Same thing with Chris Tucker. Same thing with Ludacris. Same thing with Wanda Sykes. Same thing with me. Same thing with Ricky Smiley. Everybody that he named will still go on. Nothing has changed. All right? This wasn't life or world changing. It's a news cycle. And it's funny because this is why I say social media is both a blessing and a curse and dangerous. This phone, this device gives everybody a platform. Everybody gets to be heard, which is power. And everybody don't deserve power. I'm reading some of the comments about Kevin, and I'm reading stupid shit like, oh man, Kevin's fan base is turning on him now. Katt done made it so his fan base is turning on him now. Kevin ain't never been funny. He ain't funnier than Katt. Well, first of all of that is subjective. Secondly, the people are saying that Kevin ain't funny or he ain't funnier than Katt. We're never Kevin Hart fans to begin with. Don't get it twisted. Kevin Hart is a global phenomenon. He's globally famous. He can go anywhere in the world and sell out a whole arena or stadium by himself. The box office movie receipts don't lie. The tickets, the receipts at the ticket gate that you go through when you go to the arena sold out, don't lie. So for all these people that think that Katt has turned the world on its axis about Kevin, knock it off. Turn the volume down. Kevin is just fine. And again, those people saying that negative about Kevin were never fans to begin with. But you let people tell it, average Joes who now have power because of the phone and the platform. Oh, we must, Katt exposed the Illuminati. We must stop giving our money to these devil worshippers. We must take our power back. What power? You're not that serious. You're not that important. Stay in your lane.
This is a saga that has left many inquiring minds yearning for elucidation, akin to seeking solace in the labyrinthine recesses of existential quandaries. First and foremost, let me regale you with the preamble to this surreptitious controversy, as Aries Spears, in his inimitable style, bewails the inscrutable actions of his comedic compatriot, Katt Williams. Spears, with an air of melancholy, elucidates that despite his bewilderment at Williams' transgressions, he finds himself ensnared in the crossfire of inquiry from those eager to feast on the entrails of this comedian's quagmire. In a Hegelian dialectical dance, Aries takes a Socratic turn, questioning the penchant of his beloved black community for reveling in the bacchanalian excesses of drama, an unfortunate proclivity that threatens to be the bane of progress within their cultural enclave. With the precision of a samurai wielding a katana, Spears queries the motives behind Katt Williams' seemingly gratuitous actions, pointing out that the cacophony of comments swirling around this imbroglio is nothing short of a symphony celebrating the operatic allure of drama. The erudite comedian, in his oratory masterpiece, dissects to specific themes with the surgical precision of a philosopher-cum-surgeon, the notion of Katt Williams being anointed the greatest of all time, GOAT, and the curious call to protect him at all costs. Aries, with a deftness that would make a neurosurgeon envious, disabuses the notion that the title of GOAT is a monolithic construct, positing that such accolades are as subjective as the ever-elusive concept of time itself. He, in a flourish of rhetorical prowess, declares Richard Pryor the only true GOAT in the hallowed realm of stand-up comedy. With a keen eye for the absurd, Aries Spears scoffs at the notion of protecting Katt Williams as if he were a pantheon-bound deity. The effervescent comedian posits that such protection is unwarranted, a veritable Sisyphean task, for Williams, while a maestro of mirth, has not, in Aries' eyes, unearth the elixir to cure diseases or unravel the Gordian knots of societal dilemmas. Yet, as we traverse the labyrinthine alleys of this fantastical landscape, we must don the mantle of skepticism, for the arcane nature of Hollywood's intricacies renders even the most bombastic exposés akin to the feeble flutters of a butterfly against the tempest of a hurricane. Picture, if you will, a clandestine meeting in the dimly lit catacombs of the Hollywood Hills, where nefarious puppeteers orchestrate the grand theater of fame. Conspirators, armed with pens mightier than swords and cameras more potent than spells, unveil their exposés like ancient scrolls bearing the secrets of the cosmos. The revelations echo through the hills, resonating with the urgency of forgotten prophecies. Yet, like echoes in the abyss, these exposés reverberate only briefly before dissipating into the ephemeral mists of Hollywood's collective amnesia. The very fabric of Hollywood is woven with threads of speculation, mystery, and mystique. Conspiracies are the warp and weft, intertwining with the warp of fantasy and the weft of reality. However, the denizens of this fantastical realm possess an uncanny ability to metamorphose these exposés into mere chapters in an ever-expanding novel, their voracious appetite for novelty quickly satiated before moving on to the next titillating narrative. Consider the Hollywood elite as alchemists of perception, adept at transmuting leaden scandals into gilded anecdotes. The exposure of secrets becomes a peculiar form of currency, traded in the shadowy marketplaces of celebrity culture. As the revelations spark momentary infernos of scandal, the collective psyche of Hollywood swiftly douses them with the waters of selective amnesia, extinguishing the flames before they can engulf the proverbial celluloid castle. In this realm, where reality is a fleeting illusion and illusion a tangible reality, the very architecture of Hollywood seems impervious to the tremors of exposés. The great titans of the silver screen, like colossi of old, remain unmoved by the thunderous echoes of conspiracy. They traverse the red carpets of indifference, their laurels bedecked with the jewels of insouciance, for they understand that the ephemeral gusts of scandal are but passing zephyrs in the grand opera of their existence. It is within this paradoxical dance of revelation and oblivion that the true importance of conspiratorial exposes is laid bare. The allure of clandestine knowledge, while momentarily intoxicating, ultimately fails to alter the trajectory of Hollywood's cosmic narrative. The metropolis of dreams thrives on the perpetual cycle of creation, destruction, and resurrection, rendering exposés akin to footnotes in an ever-expanding grimoire, their significance lost in the ceaseless scroll of Hollywood's mystical scroll. Aries, in his oracular tone, dismisses the insinuation that Katt Williams has unraveled the tapestry of Hollywood's secrets, likening it to a mirage in the Sahara, ephemeral and illusory. He points to the perennial success of stalwarts like Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and Chris Tucker, arguing that the showbiz colossi will continue to thrive unabated, indifferent to the whimsical revelations of Williams. As we navigate this comedic maelstrom, Aries casts a sagacious eye upon the comments swirling in the tempest, particularly those insinuating that Katt Williams has cast a malevolent spell on Kevin Hart's career. With the acuity of a mathematician parsing equations, Spears counters these assertions, proclaiming that Hart's global ascendancy, bulging box office receipts, and kaleidoscopic ticket sales stand as an impervious bulwark against the purported wane of his comedic star. In conclusion, as we unravel the skein of this comedic tapestry, Aries Spears emerges not merely as a jesting jester but as an erudite savant, navigating the turbulent seas of controversy with the acumen of a philosopher king. The comedian's clash, a mere tempest in the teapot of entertainment, serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that the capricious currents of drama, though alluring, are but fleeting shadows in the cosmic comedy of life.